I can't help but thinking about Blessed Carlo, because he was in love with adoration in the Blessed Sacrament. He will be patron saint of the internet, and he's already kind of been nicknamed that. So he's just kind of an all-around amazing saint.
You know, it's interesting because we see, and in the church we see that the parent is the primary catechist. They are the first teacher for a young person. In this case, the young person was the teacher of the parent.
Carlo was this little boy, and he was born in London, but then raised in Milan, Italy.
So he's of Italian descent. His parents were working in London when he was born, and then they moved back to Milan at a very young age. He moved back to Milan, and that's where he lived.
And he grew up there, and it seems to me, from everything I've learned about him, he was a very social kid. He was very outgoing.
He was such a lovable guy. Everybody liked him. He was that guy you wanted to be friends with. When his mother said that she would take him on walks, he always wanted to go to the church. And part of the reason was he would go into the church and he would see Jesus, and he knew who Jesus was, and he would always want to kiss Jesus, or he'd want to bring flowers to Mary. And his mother just thought, well, that's kind of interesting, because we really are not big practicing Catholics, and yet he has this devotion at 4 years old to Mary and to Christ.
He wanted to help share his faith and his ideas with everyone around him, because he fell in love with the faith that we have today. And with that, he helped teach others, and that was really inspiring to me.
At 7, he received his first communion. Right after that, when he was a little bit older, he became a catechist helper. He says that God talked to him when he was young to help him to understand that his love for Jesus and his love for Mary.
He's a normal kid, but he turned his normal, mundane, and ordinary tasks into these extraordinary, exciting things.
He really developed an interest for computers. And so at age 9, he began to learn about them. He began to actually designing programs. His mom actually even went out and bought him college textbooks for computer programming. He saw the power of the internet and how it could evangelize all over the world. So he put together this database on Eucharistic miracles throughout the world. And from that point, then he made actually a whole platform that had panels that he helped design that gave information on all the Eucharistic miracles so that people could download it and read about these miracles and see pictures and everything, the layouts he did, the designs he did. And the reason he did that was his devotion to the Eucharist.
The Eucharist is the source and summit of our faith. And so as Catholics, that's what we believe, and that's the most important part of our faith. And whenever he put together the website and showed the miracles, it's hard to doubt that that is Jesus, and I was just blown away.
That's why Blessed Carlo is so important, because here is a young person of social media. I mean, of course, he was around before we had Facebook, but he understood the significance and the importance of the internet and how that could play on people's lives.
It's moving the Catholic Church and our old traditions to fit but not conform to the world that we live in today. And I think that's such an important thing, because the internet is a place where so much bad and negative things can happen, but at the same time you can find websites like Carlo's, and you can find the Catechism of the Catholic Church is online now too, and we have it all, and I feel like that's the next step to take to evangelize and help society realize how important our faith can be.
Here's someone they can completely relate to. Here is a person that's on the road to the final canonization, to sainthood, that is like them. It's not far removed from them. I mean, think about it, he passed away in 2006. That's not that long ago. And he was a normal teen. I mean, he did the things they like to do. You know, watch videos, go to the movies, play with his friends. He wore jeans and sneakers. In fact, he was buried in jeans and a shirt. I mean, here's a saint that doesn't look like any other saint you've seen before.
He's in his tomb in jeans and a sweatshirt. Like he's normal, and he had the cool haircut, and he had the sports jackets and the jeans, and he was just kind of one of us, but at the same time he was so much more than that. I feel like not enough people know about him. It's about sharing his story to inspire others.
Blessed Carlo is someone they can look at and see, that could be me. That could be the person that I share in class with. Saints are among us. I mean, he knew that he lived his life always giving his best to God. And I think that's an extraordinary thing that we all can take from that quote is, each day do we live our life the best we can for God? Blessed Carlo was living his life, evangelizing to others, not just by telling them about Christ, but also showing them how to live like Christ.
I think of him as my friend in heaven.